Have you ever walked into a washroom and walked out with another sibling? Oh my God, you don't understand. This is crazy. So I'm texting my mom way back in the day, probably 10 years ago now, and we're going back and forth about some stuff, and I decide to go to the washroom. So I go to the washroom, and while I'm sitting in the washroom, my phone goes, bing. Who doesn't bring their phone in the washroom nowadays? Give me a break. So I read the text, and all I read from this text is exactly this. Blah, 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 blah. You know, the son I gave up for adoption before I met your father. Okay, so my mind's blown. I come out of the washroom with another sibling. I have a laugh with my wife. We have a good talk about it. And in the end, the best part of this whole story is that this guy, Daniel, meets my mom through the adoption agency. They get to know each other. And then he comes to my house that year, or a year or so later, for Christmas with his family. He's got a wonderful family. And to be honest, my life is actually better because I know I have that family in it. So I want to hear your crazy sibling story. See if you can top that one.